So just again, please take a moment to shuffle around if you need to and find the most comfortable position. Your screens are off, so if that would be even lying down or standing up, doesn't matter, sitting down, just coming to a position that does feel as comfortable as you can get for your body. And then that invitation to close the eyes if you wish, maybe 9/10 closed. You may wish to keep them open. It can help to uncross the legs, to bring the eyes still behind the eyelids, to encourage the mind to still also. The shoulders back and down and the chin lightly tucked in. And then just beginning to lengthen your breath. So as you breathe in, just allowing your abdomen and then your chest to fully expand. And continue to inhale until you've fully met that capacity of your lungs. And then just noticing that slight pause at the top of the inhale before the impulse to exhale begins. And then just allow the exhale to happen slowly and smoothly, emptying the lungs completely. And then at the end of the exhale, lightly pulling the navel in toward the spine to empty the lungs of air. So we're just taking a few long, deep inhalations and exhalations to just encourage that parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, to come fully online. Very good. And so we've spoken this evening about emotions somehow being held in the body. So I'll invite you now to bring to mind the emotion of comfort. You might call it joy, you might call it peace. You may have another name for it. But call to mind an emotion that you seek in your life, that perhaps you've had in the past and you've thought, this feels good. However brief that moment might have been, however long ago it might have been, just calling to mind that wanted emotion of perhaps comfort or peace, joy. And as you call to mind that emotion, begin to scan through your body and just see if you can find where that emotion seems to live most strongly. So as you call to mind that emotion, is there a part of the body that you seem to feel more than the others? or that has kind of the spark of that emotion in it. And don't worry if you cannot feel or find this emotion in the body. That's absolutely fine. We're just exploring and taking a little look without expectation. Perhaps it is that that emotion exists more as a thought than a feeling that you can find at this particular moment. And in that case, you may wish to stay with that thought of that emotion, if you cannot find the feeling of it in the body. As you take long breaths in and full exhalations out. Very good. Know that wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. And whether that emotion is just existing as a thought, a word in the head, or whether there's a feeling somewhere in the body, even if it's a tiny feeling, maybe in the little finger of your left hand, just see if you can allow the sense of that thought or that feeling to grow throughout the body. So a sense of that peace, or whatever it might be, spreading throughout the body. Notice if your breathing got shallow, and breathe long and deep, using the full capacity of your lungs. As you either imagine or have a sense of this emotion filling your body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And if you wish, you may like to allow this feeling, or even this thought of a feeling, to somehow grow into a posture in the body. So you may find an impulse to move a part of the body into some kind of a posture that encapsulates this feeling. It might be a small movement, a tip of the head, or it might be a bigger movement, a stretching out of the arms, whatever it might be. So just allow any movement to happen if there's an impulse to move. And if there isn't, that's good also. But just offering you the option, the invitation to embody that emotion, knowing that there are no rights and no wrongs. And we just hold for a few moments, because we know that the brain takes about 30 seconds to register and rewire with a new posture or movement. We wish to create a body memory of this emotion or thought of an emotion. Very good. Taking a deep breath in all the way down to the base of the spine and lightly holding the breath in. And then exhale, completely relax. If you chose to come into some sort of a posture or movement, if you wish, you can let that go. But know that that memory, that body memory is there now. And that at any point you can come back to it. It's yours and it cannot be taken from you. And you might like to finish this short meditation by thanking the body for holding those emotions, for thanking those emotions for telling your story. And just sinking into the sense that everything is as it should be. And that all is well. Just bringing some small movement into the body, so maybe circling the wrists and the ankles, maybe the shoulders. Maybe lightly moving the head from one side to the other. And then in your own time, if you wish, and you chose to close your eyes, you might like to open them up. So we can just close this session and say goodbye to each other.